Hello everyone, welcome to the course of mobile application development. In today's class, we are going to learn a new concept from the new unit. So we are going to start unit 3, which is titled as databases and content providers. So coming to the introduction of Android databases. So Android provides structured data. So with respect to a combination of both SQLite databases as well as content provider. So these SQLite databases are generally used to store application data, which can be managed in a structured approach. Now, this Android operating system also supports full SQLite relational database libraries, and every application can create its own database over which it has complete control. Now, what is the main purpose of this SQLite is? So it is SQLite is another data storage available in the Android, where you can store data in the user device and it can be used whenever required. So whenever the user trying to interact with the application or an app, so the data is stored in the structured form in that particular device only, and it can be retrieved whenever required. Now, coming to the SQLite databases, so this is a completely and structured application data in which we have content providers as well. Now, what are these content providers means? Content providers provides an interface for publishing as well as consuming data. You can either write the data to that particular database, or you can also retrieve or fetch the data from the particular database. So we have several operations as well, like the content providers can be shared between the applications, like a single common resource can be shared by multiple applications, like you can add some records, or you can add some data to the existing records, you can update them, you can delete or create new records as well. And in the further coming classes, we are going to learn more about these kind of databases and content providers. Now, if you see the block diagram or an architecture of an content provider, so we have three sections, or you can consider it as three layers, where the first one comes the business layer, the second one comes the data access layer, and the third one is the data layer. So the complete business layer will be occupied by different types of applications, where you can see we are considering it as apps. So we have three different apps over here, where they will be communicating with the content provider, which is in the data access layer through binder and ashmem. Okay, so here binder is nothing but it binds the communication between the application and the content provider, where we have already discussed this content provider is used to read and write the data from the data layer or the databases. Now, what is this ashmem means? Ashmem is anonymous shared memory. So this helps in using the memory resource, and it can be shared among the applications. Now, coming to the data layer, we have various data layers like internet, SQLite, and different types of files, where these are the acting as a data layer or a memory segment, where we can write and read the data using the content provider through the application. So this is a overview of an introduction of Android databases, and in the